Hey everybody, this is Dave, and today I'm going to talk to you about turning the planter box that I built. And by the way, the video for the planter box is right up here in the right corner. Just hit the little information tab and you'll see that video. And then this year I'm going to take some old windows that I have and I'm going to make them into panels so that I can have a greenhouse. Now, glass is the best way to make a greenhouse. Fortunately for me, they fit perfect all the way across. Now I got the old garden here, and the mistake I made last year was that I put it too close to the house and too close to the stairs. Because when you have a planter box, you should be able to manage going around it, all the way around it, walking around it, so that you can get to different plants and different vegetables and things like that. So I'm going to move this box over a little bit so that I can walk around it easily. And I'm going to clean up all these dead plants. I got some great vegetables and everything because the dirt was perfect. There was no weeds, nothing like that. And I definitely recommend building a planter box. This is all made out of cedar. So now let me go ahead and rip all these plants out. We're going to take all the dirt out of it. This way I can move it over. And plus you're going to want to turn over the dirt anyway when you have a garden. And that's pretty much going to be the video. It's showing you how to convert it into a greenhouse. Later on we're going to put some automatic pistons that push open windows and maybe some circulation fans, maybe a door or an easy access to get into. Okay, I carved out a spot so I could just throw filter fabric down and stone dust. And now I'm going to take all the dirt out of the box. I'm going to move it towards the camera, towards me, and then over to the right a little bit, just so I can walk around this side here and walk around that side right over here. And in this way you can access your plants in all different directions. It's also easier so I can screw in the windows that I have here. So let me go ahead and empty that out. Okay, I got the majority of the dirt out. Now, as I was shoveling out, I ripped the liner, the filter fabric liner at the bottom. But that's okay, as long as it stays covered and you throw the dirt on top of it, it should be okay. Now, an easier way to do this so that you don't rip out your liner is when you get down to the last couple of inches and over your filter fabric, just go by hand and rip it out, because it's hard. You want to loosen it up from the filter fabric, see, and then take all these little roots out and things like that. So we'll take it out by hand. You can use a small shovel, but against the fabric, just wipe it so you don't get any tears in your filter fabric at the bottom. And when you're taking the dirt out, because every year you got to turn the dirt over. I chose to take it out because I have to move the box anyway, but put it on a piece of plywood or in a wheelbarrow or something like that, because you don't want to mix with your grass. Then you have the dirt in your grass. So that's pretty much it. Now I'm going to move this over to the right and down towards the hill and put more filter fabric here and some stone dust, and then we'll start building that greenhouse. Okay, I turned the box up on end, and if any of your staples come out or anything like that, you can fix it. You got your staple gun. All right, when I lay this down, I'm gonna put another layer of filter fabric in it. The best filter fabric to use is this. This is the filter fabric of choice because it's a polyester nylon blend. It's very strong and weeds will never get through it. You don't want to use that black plastic stuff like I did on this. If I put this layer on, we're gonna have it forever. You can run a shovel across it. It's very tough. What's nice about this filter fabric is if you're a little bit long, you can always just cut with a scissor. Of course, I got my little kid's scissor because they took my scissor and I don't know where they put it. So, you know, just cut it along, or you can fold it under or whatever. But this is extra long, so I'll just cut the filter fabric. Now this filter fabric will keep all the weeds out. And you know, make it so that you don't have grass growing around your planter box. Of course, we're going to have to fill it up much more because we're going to raise it up. I'm going to show you how to raise it up with these stones here. So we want a nice level box, you know. Okay, I'm going to put the box where I kind of want it. So let's lower it down. Come this way a little bit. This way. So pretty much you want enough room to, you know, kneel down and do what you got to do on each side. You want to be able to also, you know, kneel, do all your stuff, and you want to be behind it, okay? But you don't want it too far away from the wall. You don't want it too close. So put it exactly where you want it. Make sure it's even with the house. And now we're a little low on this side here. All right, so I got it to where I want it. First thing we're going to check to see how level it is this way. We have to come up about this much. Because you want this level, because it just looks nicer if it's level, you know? So let's put this first piece in and see what it does. That brings it a little bit of pitch down. So maybe we could put another one, or we'll just raise the stone dust underneath the stone to make it up higher like that. So let me go and do that. That's just about level. It's a little off, but you know what? You can slant it just a little bit. As long as it's not way off. That's the important thing. Now let's check it this way. And this way is perfectly level. So all we needed to do was put this in to make it level. And you know what? I'm going to put one on this side because the water comes downhill and it might deteriorate. So let me just take some of this out and we'll slide this one under. Raise it up a little bit. And that's the beauty of stone dust. It gets hard as a rock. You can work with it, but then it gets really hard, and it's perfect for gardening and bases and things like that. I got another project going on, and it's a stone patio that I'm putting in the stone dust here. All right, so I got it to where I want it. Now I'm going to lift this box back up and just fill in around the stones that I put in to make it even, so we don't have bumps and holes here. So, like I said, we'll make it even, the dirt. I mean the stone dust. The stones are right where we want them, right there. sure it's even with the house, all that good stuff. Good enough. Now we're even, and we're ready to start building that greenhouse. I threw another layer of filter fabric in there so the next time I have to turn over the soil, I won't have to worry. So I filled it in, I raised it up with the stones, and now we can throw some of the dirt back in just to hold that filter fabric. But we're going to build this greenhouse. Okay, so now I got these 3 separate windows and I need to join them together. So I got this product here, and I think it's a sheet metal joiner. And I'll show it to you here. You could buy this for like 13 bucks at you know, Ace Hardware or something like that. And you can cut them with a tin snip. Cut in, you know, pieces with 3 and 3 holes, and then you could just bind your 3 windows together. I'll show you. Put this window to the side. So you can bind your 3 windows together just like that. And that's what I did. I used a washer and I bound them together. You can bind them even stronger if you like, but I wouldn't go crazy. Everything's going to be fine and tied in. So let's put this piece in. I'm going to put the painted side on the outside. So let me go ahead and do that right now. Now, before you build your flower box or your garden box, you can, if you have windows available, you can try to build your flower box to the size of the windows, and then this way you get lucky and you throw them together and you do it ahead of time. So like I said, I left those posts a little bit longer and cut in an angle so that I could put another piece on top of that and screw it in, and I'll show you that in a second. So let's get our windows. Okay, so I put a 2x8 back here, and this will raise up the same size windows a little bit higher up around here. And we'll put the slant on the other 6 windows that I have going down. So basically all I'm going to do is take the tin snips and I'm going to cut it so that I have 6 holes or 8 holes. And I just snip away. It's kind of tough to do this. You flip it over. And basically, you have little pieces like this. When joining the windows, it's always smart to pre-drill any holes that you make with the screw for the screw. So let's join them together. Now on windows, there's always a fatter side and then a thin side. So put them all together the same way, just like this. And we'll throw a plate here, and then we'll pre-drill the hole. Okay, I got the windows all together, and I'm gonna put a nail temporarily into this board so it holds up the window for me while I make my measurements of the 4x4s and how high they need to come up. So now we're gonna do our measurement from here up to the top of here. So I have my 4x4 here. It's always good to use cedar, but I have a pressure treated piece here. I'm just going to use it because I'm running out of money and I don't want to keep spending. See, the reason I left these long and I angled them is so that I can cut another piece like this and fit them right in. And as long as this is screwed to here and that's screwed to there, you can have a nice corner post like that. Okay, so I finished the greenhouse. I know I was going to show you step by step, but I can explain. So I put this piece in and I tied the windows to it, the side windows, see? And then I put this piece of plywood right on here. And what I did was I put these planks underneath between the two windows. So we have a plank here underneath, plank there, and it's half on this window, half on that window. It's right in the middle. And I screwed those back windows fixed so that, you know, 4 screws in, one in each corner. And then I put a piano hinge. And what's good about the piano hinge is you can lift up all the way back and rest it. I'll show you. So I put 3 piano hinges, and you can rest them all the way back like this and have it wide open like that. So this way you can get some, air when it's a warm day outside in the spring. Otherwise, you keep them closed. Same thing on this side, see? I put a piece of plywood. And that's it. Now I'll be able to put in my little pots and put some seeds in there, and nice and warm. And it's going to let them grow, and it's a nursery. It keeps them nice and warm. There it is. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I appreciate you watching this video. Don't forget to watch the other video about building the flower box or the garden box. So we got ourselves a little greenhouse in the backyard, all with recycled windows and wood. So there it is. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.